Good evening. I just wanted to go over some explanations as to how our primary insurance amount is determined for whatever Social Security we're going to get when we become retired, or if we get to take it without penalty because we're disabled early. And I'm bringing this up specifically because of the people that get subjected to the Windfall Elimination Provision. It creates a lot of bitterness, and people think it's a penalty, and they don't really understand what it was about and why it's happening to them. And they didn't know that it was going to happen. So it's a little bit of a great disappointment when they see their Social Security amount that they thought they were getting reduced. So basically, here's how it goes. The Social Security Administration uses a formula, and it is applied to the income that they know about that we earned over our lifetime as a general rule. So what income do they know about? They know about the income that we paid Social Security taxes on over our lifetime, whether that's because we were self-employed and we paid it, or because we were a W-2 employee and our employer withheld from our paycheck the amount that we pay, and also paid its own payroll taxes. The employers actually pay out of their own pocket for half of what we owe. Okay, so just by way of example, you need to know that lower income lifetime earners are going to get a higher percentage of whatever they earned per month on average as their insurance amount later that they're going to get for retirement. A higher income earner is going to get less. Okay. So by way of example, I did a couple calculations here. A person with a $2,000 lifetime monthly average earnings, it's actually average indexed monthly earnings, AIME, but just think of it as the average monthly earnings. So a $2,000 a month person, that's what the average turns out being over those years. He's going to get an insurance benefit amount, a retirement amount that's about 62% of what his average was per month. So, that's akin to some other insurance plans. That amount for him would be about $1,233 or $1,234. Let's say the guy that made an extra $1,000 a month on average, so he's a $3,000 lifetime average monthly earner. He is only going to get about 52% of his average $3,000 income for his Social Security retirement benefit. For him, that's going to be about $1,553 a month. But it's 52% as opposed to the 62% that the $2,000 earner is going to be getting. Now let's look at a $5,000 average lifetime earner. He is dropping now to 44%. He's not going to get 52% like the lower income guy, nor is he going to get 62%. Either one of those. He's going to get about 44%. For him, of course, it's going to be almost $2,200. Okay, so what happens is when someone get Social Security because they did have a Social Security paying job at some point, enough to become insured for retirement. That's about 10 years worth. It might not be a lot, but they get something, right? So if it turns out that what the Social Security knew about that job that they had for at least 10 years, they don't have a super high Social Security, but they do get something, Social Security comes to find out that that person actually did have a big, huge other job that they never paid Social Security taxes on. Instead, that job being governmental offered a pension instead. So they're getting a pension based on the hard work they did, but didn't pay Social Security taxes on. So they're not really that low lifetime average monthly earner that the Social Security thought they were, which is why they would feasibly have gotten a 62% percentage of their Social Security benefits, because that was all they're feasibly going to have in retirement. Once it's determined that they were not the poor worker, they're not going to be entitled to that kind of calculation that gives them the 62%. It is going to be recalculated under the Windfall Elimination Provision, which applies to individuals who are getting a government pension on a salary or income that they did not pay Social Security taxes on. That's all it's about. It's a different formula because you don't get that social welfare benefit of sorts that the lower income earner is going to get to boost up his retirement from, really low to at least something a little bit higher. I'd say 62% or somewhere higher than the higher income guys. That's the reason for the WEP. Okay, because lower income individuals over their lifetime need a little bit higher percentage in order to keep them off the streets. The pension guy doesn't need that. So that little welfare boost of up to 62% shouldn't really apply to him if you think about it. It's troubling. I know when you expected to have a higher Social Security amount and you're not getting it, but I think it's important that people know why. It's not a penalty. It really is a correction because you weren't supposed to have that boost to begin with. Okay, it was really meant for the poorer people. Okay, thank you so much, and hope you have a great holiday. Bye.